Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Good morning. It's Monday again. So we're back here today. Last week was a little bit of a crazy week. You saw kind of what I had going on, dealing with some other stuff. Haven't had too many campers come in. I've got that one right there, and then that big Entegra right there actually came in over the weekend. Something leaking in the front pylon fiberglass cap area. So, but things have definitely slowed down. So get through this election, we'll see what happens. Maybe things will pick back up. Maybe they won't. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's been a little slow. So the boys have a few projects up here, but the reality is they're moving through things faster than they're coming in. Because I got a great team. They do good work. They get it done correctly and on time, and it's out the door. So yeah, I need some campers to come rolling in for some repairs, but I don't know, it's just that time of year right now. We've got some winter projects lined up, which we always kind of try to do this time of year, keep the boys busy. But yeah, a few of those projects are still here we're working on, but yeah, it's the boys are catching me. So we'll see. But anyways, we're back here on a Monday. I don't know. We'll see how much video I catch this week. I got a few other problems I've got to deal with, but we'll see. So there you go. Welcome back. All right, so the Lance you saw last week was in here for Schwintech rack, and the rack was all jacked up. You can see they're working on it now. They've actually got the new rack in, and they've been working on it today, but it was really bad, and I didn't get a video of it before it got out of here. But yeah, the new rack system is in, and the other one was just so eat up that it was just binding all over the place. But so yeah, he's just working on getting it sealed up now. Morning. Well, so yesterday, man, it was busy. We had 12 campers come in for repair yesterday. So yeah, it was busy, to say the least. So yeah, thank you to everybody who brought their camper in yesterday. So yeah, it was busy. So just got done moving all the campers out of the way down there this morning, and we had one that came in for a scheduled winterization. So cousin Gary's got him up here right now, getting that one done. And then we've got a little box trailer up here that had a blowout. So got the brake wires, and he's traveling through, so we're gonna get him all fixed up. Got to put 4 tires on it, fix the brakes, inspect the drums. And there's the tire sitting right there, all blowed out. So gonna look at that, and then I've got to make a run over to the local KOA. This morning I'll try to grab some video of that and look at a water leak on some underbelly problems. But yeah, that little Coleman you see all the way down on the end down there, that is getting a winterization this morning. So yeah, it was a busy day yesterday, and hopefully it'll be a busy day again today. So, but we're gonna run over to the KOA here in just a few minutes and take a look at that. All right, so Thomas and I went out here and looked at this underpinning that was leaking, and it was slap full of water. I mean, it just poured water out of it. And I didn't get no video because him and I were both underneath that thing. I mean, it was just so much water coming out from underneath it. Never did really figure out where the leak was coming. We filled the fresh water or the gray water tank twice full. So we just left the underpinning off of it at the moment, let it dry out, and then because the customer is living in this unit, so we're gonna let him just run it for a couple more days and go by each day and check on it. And see what's going on. But we couldn't find anything initially that was causing an issue with draining. So I'm not sure where the water was coming from, kind of stumped at the moment, but yeah, it was so nasty underneath that thing, and the mice had been in there, but we still didn't see no water lines chewed up or tank, and so not really sure what was going on, but more to come on that. All right, so Mr. Lewis got in a Winnebago that has the 6537 in it, and the customer stated that he had it worked on down in Florida, and they put a new fan motor in it, but it was just still making a bunch of noise. Now, Mr. Lewis got it out of here, and as you can see, look at that right there. So somebody didn't tighten the screw on the fan blade, and now has wore out not only the fan blade, but the motor too. Now, the other problem is, I don't know if you can see this right here. See that where it says 12.5 UF for the capacitor on the motor? That is a 30 UF capacitor. So now they've damaged the motor by not putting the right capacitor on it. I mean, you can't make it up. This is not that hard. Tighten the screw down, put the right capacitor on it. You just cost this guy, this is $1,500 repair now. So, I don't know. Just show you as I get it. Just what it is, guys. So Mr. Lewis has got him fixed up. He's getting ready to test the unit now, and then we're going to get it reinstalled and check it. But, I mean, there you go. Got to get the screws tight, guys. Back here on this big Dynasty Class A that we did the floor work on. So they've got it all finished up, and I just had a chance now to come in here and do the video on it. So as you can see, that turned out really nice. I did a little crown quarter round right there. But yeah, solid. Turned out great. All right, Mr. Lewis's next river ranch is in, and he's in process of getting this one broke down so we can do the upgrade on it. So he's pretty much got everything pretty close to getting out of there. So just working on that. I actually have the new ductwork sitting right there ready to go in. So he's just working right now to getting it out of here. And then this is a Marv Air unit, so we are going to test bench it, make sure everything's good. So we'll know something here very shortly. All right, this one's out. Somebody beat the crap out of that one. But yeah, so there you go. All the foam that they tried to seal it off with, it didn't work. So we'll get it cleaned up, get a pan in it, should be on our way. Right, so Mr. Lewis has got the basement air out of the river ranch. Now I just turned it from heat. It was actually 121 degrees, but now I got it back in air conditioner mode. We're just verifying everything's good. There was some tubing inside there that wasn't real particularly happy with, so we resolved that. But yeah, it's about ready to go back in. Mr. Lewis is out here with the ductwork. Let's go take a look at that. Okay, so got the pan in, air conditioner checked out, got the drip pan in. He's got the ductwork all bolted up and ready. So the unit is ready to come in here, so we're about to install. Getting ready to put this unit back in. Went to double check that the duct bill was working. Marv Air never cut it open. So we're gonna have to cut so it was just retaining water, it was never dripping. We're gonna take care of that right now. All right, well, Mr. Lewis has got all that finished up. Let's go inside and see what our temps are in here. It's been running for a little bit, so we'll see what the actual temperature here is inside the unit. So the unit says it's 75.8 degrees. Got it set at 68, 75 degrees. That one's actually got 48.2 coming out of the furthest vent. So there you go, there's another one that probably has never seen those kind of temperatures before in this coach. So yeah, it's rolling pretty good. Now, this is one thing you guys be aware of. Make sure you keep your filters clean. That one there, obviously the bottom half of that's pretty nasty, so definitely gonna have that conversation of them about that. So that one's ready to be changed, and I do have it out because it was restricting the airflow just a little bit when I started testing. But yeah, that's good temperatures right there. So 48 degrees coming out the vent. Just got to fix the ductwork the right way. Well, good morning. Back here on a bright Monday morning. So I didn't get hardly any video shot last week. Last week turned out to be like crazy. So I had Monday, we had 12 campers come in Monday, Had 5 come in on Tuesday, and then the rest of the week we had 3. So you know, I enjoyed talking to a bunch of you guys, and yeah, I mean, people want to come in here and see the boss. So yeah, I spent a bunch of time down there talking to you guys. So thanks, appreciate y'all bringing it in. So yeah, it was busy, and then I had 2 guys out sick last week. So I mean, there was some stuff that got done, but not as much as, you know, obviously video I wanted to catch for all that stuff. That's the way it goes some days. So we're back here on a Monday. They've got plenty going on in the shop right now, so just trying to get through it all. So but yeah, we're back. I got a River Ranch coming in this week. I've got a Winnebago with a basement air coming in this week that's got some issues, and then there's several other projects that we've got to get a hands on this week. But yeah, that's the way it goes. So anyways, but we're back here on a Monday, so we'll get rolling, and I'll take you around. We'll start looking at a few things. Next basement air here in the shop is this 6535, and Mr. Lewis found that the capacitors had gone nuclear on it. Now, he hasn't test run it yet. We're getting ready to do that here in a few minutes, but another reason why you should keep the filter clean. Well, good morning. So the first thing this morning, I've got a training class that I'm hosting with some of my guys and another local RV repair center here in town on Dometic 10-button thermostat troubleshooting and the new RV-C CAN bus thermostat troubleshooting with Coleman's new RV-C thermostat, along with some Lippard RV-C stuff that we're going to be doing. So on some one-touch. So they'll be coming in here at 9:30 this morning. We're going to be doing a training class, but let me show you what I got set up in here this morning. You can kind of see what we got going on, and then I think Jan's going to take some videos as we do the class. All right, so here's my table for setup on Dometic 10-button thermostat training, which you can see I've got all my boards and thermostats and all that. But the other part of this is identifying thermostats that are still in the market. So this is an old dual thermostat. That's the old analog thermostat that was actually replaced by the 3-button thermostat. Of course, that's your 4-button Dometic, 5-button Dometic, and 10-button Dometic. So we're going to go through and set all these up, and then troubleshoot, because some of those boards are bad. And so we're going to troubleshoot on how to check wiring, setting up zone controls, and doing all that. Over here on this table is the new Coleman RV-C CAN bus thermostat. So this thermostat is set up where it can run 4 J boxes. So I've got these J boxes set up here, along with, now this is set up to operate, you can tie into the max air vents. So all those, you could have four air conditioners. I've only got 3, but you could potentially set up 4 air conditioners and 4 max air vents. And on the back of this new thermostat, it's actually got outputs for 4 potential outputs for furnaces or whatever. But we've got it set up here today, troubleshooting these, making sure we can understand how to set these up on the new RV-C thermostat. And then this is the Lippard One Touch and the Unity board. And we're going to show how to troubleshoot possible problems with this system also, because ideally, the logic and how these communicate is the same on how these communicate. And I have struggled trying to troubleshoot that stuff because Lippard, it's been a struggle. So after I went out to Coleman, and they were very in-depth on how to troubleshoot the new Coleman RV-C thermostat, all that applies with troubleshooting that. So we're going to kind of combine that into one class. So yeah, I got a lot going on this morning. Yeah, the RV-C stuff is relatively easy to troubleshoot now that I understand the logic and what's actually going on with it. The Dometic 10-button, Dometic does classes on that. You can go take those classes, but that's a very easy thing to troubleshoot now that we understand it also. So yeah, so I got another local dealer that's coming in today. He's sending 2 of his guys up here, and we're going to do about a 3-hour-long class on RV-C and, again, 10-button. So that's what I'm into this morning. So they're going to be rolling in here shortly, and we're going to get that class going. Prove that the system is communicating. We can see everything. We know everything's powered up and doing right. We've operated the vent fan, so we know everything's communicating that way. We've proven that the One Touch is actually sending power down to the relays. So we would know at that point the awning had a problem, because we know the Xbox is actually doing it. So it's not a simple fact of, well, the Xbox is bad, or you know, controller's bad, or the wiring's bad. All right, so that finishes us up here on the training class. We had that was a good about 3 hours of talking about thermostats and CAN bus controllers. So yeah, had a good time with them. They learned a lot. A lot of stuff they had never seen before. And again, thanks to Eric for letting me come out and train with them on this stuff, because it opened up a lot of knowledge to my world, along with now I can share it with other people. So there you go, one training class down. All right, so back here in the AC shop, and as you can see, Mr. Lewis has been busy. That's a 6535 that came in as a stock unit for us. He's going through, got a bag compressor. There's a 6537 that we took in on trade for another unit, but it had 2 bag compressors, so we're refurbing it and getting it ready to go out. And then this is a 6538 that we repaired for a customer, and evidently had a little bit of trash in the biflow valve, because the biflow valve was freezing up. I put a new biflow valve in it, and we blew the system out, but evidently was something in there that was causing a little bit of an issue. But it's vacuumed down, it's charged. It's a little chilly here in the shop today. We tried running it already this morning, and it checked out on the freeze sensor, so we got to give that one a few minutes. It's going to warm up here this afternoon. We'll run it some more, but as you can see, he's got them lined up and running in here. So yeah, he's going to have a pretty good stock of stuff built up. That one's been repaired and ready to go in stock. This one here has been repaired. That one there's for a customer that's picking up tomorrow, and then these are his other 2 stock ones he's got. So Mr. Lewis has been busy back here in the basement air department. All right, next project in the shop here is this big Entegra coach. And this customer had stated that he was out and about and had water coming in through the ceiling. Now, you can see, I mean, it's been leaking for a while. This ain't something that just happened, so it has been leaking for a while. But yeah, there you go. So let's go up on the roof and take a look. All right, so as you can see, there's a lot going on this roof. Box awnings down both sides. So yeah, there's quite a bit. So we got up here and did the inspection, and that's what we found. So that whole bracket right there is lifted off the roof, and obviously has done some water damage in there. The other one's starting to have a little bit of a failure right there. So they're going to go in here and peel that bracket off and get all that sealant cleaned up, and we're going to have to come up with a different plan, because it's obviously soft right there in the wood now. So, but we're going to get all this off and then determine what we're going to do. The next project is this east to west right here. Customer brought this in and had stated that the floor, you can see it right there, soft, and he had a water leak. Well, the boys got the testing in here, and we didn't find no water leak in there, but I'm going to show you where the problem's at. And we've seen this on multiple coaches. This is a problem, but the water docking station is right here in the coach. And as you can see, the sealant has failed right there. And so this thing's spraying and not catching the water in this pan, and it has worked its way back there and rotted the floor out. This is a bad deal right here, guys. I don't know why these manufacturers, we see this a lot in Grand Designs. I don't know why these manufacturers are not building some kind of pan that comes across here that retains all this water in here. Because if it sprays from here, which you guys can't, you know it does, they always spray a little bit right here. All this water eventually is rotting this floor out. So we're gonna have to go in here. Not sure what we're gonna do yet with the floor back there. We got to have that conversation with the customer, but we're definitely gonna be sealing some of this off where all that water gets retained in there. I don't know if we're gonna break a piece right here, Not sure what we're going to do just yet, but obviously this has got to be done differently. Okay, so he's got the bracket off. It's all kind of cleaned up, but yeah, it's pretty bad soft right there. So yeah, just get a little further into it. We'll figure out what we're going to do here. All right, so he's got this plated now, and we actually went under here and lathered the bottom of this plate with M1 because it is an adhesive and a sealant. And then you can see he's got it sealed all the way around there. And then we're going to overlap all of this with Sikaflex. But this is where the beams were at, and over there were metal beams in the roof. So now he's got those anchored into the actual metal beams of the roof, and then this is anchored into the plate there. And then again, we're going to go around every bit of this with Sikaflex. Same stuff Winnebago uses. That stuff will not. I mean, it's just an amazing product. So it was down a little further. You can see he actually slid it down this way because obviously we were trying to take advantage of those beams. Doesn't really matter where those go. It is what it is. But yeah, getting ready to seal this up. Okay, so you can see they've got the new plate up there. They've gone over and sealed everything real good with Sikaflex. So this one's getting ready to ship out. The next project in the shop here is this little Salem Hemisphere. Now, this customer came in and just had one of those little low-cost TV antennas, and they weren't really picking up nothing. So we went in here, and the light was right here. So we moved the light over, redid some of the wires, but put them in this nice directional king jack with the booster antenna. You know, just had to go in there and change some wiring and do that. But now that gives them the option to have more television channels. Yeah, those king jack directional antennas are pretty awesome. They, man, I put one of those in for a customer who was at a place that didn't even have cell service, and yeah, we went out there and had over 60 channels. So yeah, it's a pretty amazing product. So yeah, if you ever want to update that or change that king jack directional is a phenomenal product. All right, well, that's going to finish us up this week. Sorry I didn't have a video last week. Last week was bonkers. Yeah, it was crazy, but I promise you this guy right here was working. I supervised him. Not really. He always does what he always knows what to do, and I'm never, you know, I'm always busy doing other stuff. So, you know, I say I get to supervise you, but I don't. You're always busy. Right. But today was a real busy day for him because he was in and out of the truck. Gosh, I don't know how many campers you moved today.
Probably 20.
Yeah, he was ripping on the truck today, so it was a busy day. Busy day for Cousin Gary. So I know you guys didn't get to see him last week, so you know you were missing him this week. So, hey, thanks for watching. Appreciate all the comments. We'll get this video up as quick as we can, but hope everybody has a great weekend. And remember, this video is
Cousin Gary.
Cousin Gary approved. Guys, have a great weekend. Take care.